Continues with News Center 7's John Bedell. John is also live in the Oregon District.
And John, you talked with one of the victims' fathers and a bar bouncer. People said saved lives that night. They told you they want to make sure people always remember these victims.
James and Cheryl, this is never an easy day for those of us who were here back in 2019 when it happened. It's never easy to talk about, but this still impacts so many people here in the Miami Valley. And two of those people you just mentioned who were impacted directly by this tragedy told me it helps them to talk about what happened to make sure our community never forgets the 9 lives taken from us 4 years ago. It's now been 4 years that Michael Turner has been a father without a son.
I miss him dearly. I miss him dearly.
Logan Turner was celebrating his 30th birthday in the Oregon District on August 4th, 2019.
You know, he was just a fun-loving, honest, hard-working young man.
Also, Jeremy Ganger was in the Oregon District that night.
Every time I see him, I give him a big old hug. He's a big man.
Many people, including Turner, have credited Ganger with saving lives.
It feels great. It feels great. People remember, what I did that night. It makes me feel good. It helps me with my healing. But also, people need to realize the true heroes are our 6 police officers.
Ganger was working as a bouncer at Ned Pepper's. He stood his ground and guided people to safety inside the bar as the gunman rushed the door. Dayton police shot and killed the gunman right at the bar's entrance.
Some days are good, some days are bad. To be straight, perfectly honest, lately I've been bad, but I'm getting my mental health in check.
Ganger no longer works in the Oregon District, but he says visiting once in a while helps with his PTSD. Turner says he's had hard times through his grieving process, but he finds ways to cope, like traveling from out of state to spend this week in Dayton every year celebrating Logan's birthday, his life, and the lives of the other 8 people killed.
It's nice to know that when you're with the other people that were involved in this, their family and loved ones, that they understand.
2 men bound by one of the darkest chapters the Miami Valley has ever faced now share a purpose.
The 9 people that we lost that day, it's important for us not just to take one day to remember them, but it's important for us to remember that at all times.
Michael Turner told me he celebrates his son Logan's life every day, and that seeing things like the dog park in Springboro, Logan's hometown, named after him, and Logan loved dogs, brings him some comfort. Jeremy Ganger showed me a Facebook message somebody wrote him today where a guy wrote, "I was the last person you let through those doors that night. Thank you." Jeremy said those kinds of outreaches are comforting, and it also helps his recovery and his healing process. We're live in Dayton this afternoon. I'm John Bedell, News Center 7.
Yeah, the simplest things to get people moving one step in front of the other. John, well done there this afternoon, sir.